meeting with a very strong dev team. We've been spending the past 2 weeks interviewing devs and dev teams. We've interviewed 7 different developers. We just interviewed a 4-man dev team. We have our existing devs, and I'm going to be making some posts just letting people know that we're really looking to hire devs. And the last meeting I had was looked good. It looked like we're likely going to be bringing on these developers, and the first task I will be hiring them for is to build the new Drip UI with the Fiat on-ramp API implementation. So in order to implement the Fiat on-ramp API, it's going to take some front-end work, and I want to have the new UI out before Scratchy. And, the roadmap that I laid out was after Animal Farm, before Scratchy. And really the only barrier there was putting the right devs on the job. We have a 4-man team working right now on Animal Farm. 2 of them are full-time students. One of them also has a 9 to 5, right? And then on top of that, there's a designer, and there's like a helper, quality control guy. And they basically have their hands full with doing the things that we have to do with Animal Farm right now. And we've been interviewing a bunch of different developers to see who we're going to bring on to handle this drip thing. As most people know, BB, who was my partner initially for drip, basically more or less ghosted, right? So I basically have to bring on developers to replace him, and that's not going to be a problem. But it just took time, and I've had my hands full with Animal Farm. But now that Animal Farm is largely out the door, we got a couple other things that are that need to be wrapped up from a UI perspective, and like the governance voting thing, that kind of stuff. But that stuff will be finished in the next couple weeks, right? I'm saying couple weeks because I just don't want to give a date that we won't meet. I believe what we're going to end up doing is on Monday give a launch date for these things and get it out by the end of the week. But anyways, don't hold me to that yet because I want to wait till it's 100% ready to go before I give a launch date. But that's kind of the time frame we're looking at. And then after that, then I can discuss with those devs what they want to do from there moving forward, whether it's building another product for Animal Farm or wherever we go from there. But I want to have a separate team for Drip, and the guys I just interviewed are looking very strong. It's looking like that's probably who we will end up going with. And the first thing that they'll be doing is a new Drip UI and the Fiat on-ramp onboarding. And I don't want to give a time on this again because I'm not giving times on anything until the work is 100% done. But it's we're looking at a matter of weeks. Like, we're looking to get this out by the end of the year. So, and when I say by the end of the year, I mean it's done. We give a couple weeks, pre-launch promo and hard push, and then we go live. So that's important. And the Fiat on-ramp is going to be a big deal for Drip because it's going to allow people to buy and sell Drip. It's an on and off ramp using credit and debit, wire transfers, and other forms of traditional financing. So that's going to be very big for onboarding, and it's going to make it so much easier. There's a couple other things that I'm going to be adding to the UI, which will make it a lot easier for the average user. One of them is the ability to access the Chrome store to be able to download MetaMask very easy, like directly on our site or linked directly to the store from our site. A prompt that automatically imports BSC to people's MetaMasks when they connect their wallet to the site if they have not already imported it. This way, someone newly onboarded, someone who knows nothing about crypto, can visit the Drip site, download the MetaMask. It gets BSC gets imported for them on their behalf, and they can buy drip with a credit or debit all on the site, and they're onboarded, fully onboarded, and that's going to make it so much easier for the average person to get onboarded, and for all of you guys to make that referral. Because it's just a matter of, hey, this thing called drip. Look, it's an amazing project. It's been working for going on 2 years now, through all market cycles when all these other projects are breaking and depegging and shutting down, and the dev teams are abandoning them and all this. We're still paying out to this day, and we're in peak bear market right now. So now might be the optimal time to get in, and you can do it real easy. Here's how you do it. And I think it's going to make a big difference. So these are some of the things that are in the works, and really the main thing was just getting a dev team that had the skills and experience to be able to put them on the job. And my full focus was on Animal Farm for all of the reasons that we already know. And now we're at a point where we can move forward on these things. So let me just keep going with these questions.